Hey YouTubers, I hope you all are having a beautiful day. Today I'm going to create a video to share with you 10 stocks that can really add value to your investing strategy. These are some value stocks that I think are currently undervalued and that they can bull run and really add to your investment portfolio. The main focus of this channel is to gain on positive proceeds and to lead with an altruistic mindset with the community that we have in place here. So let's say if you're new to this channel, please make sure to hit the like to this video content as well as subscribing for more related content. Also, please make sure to take a look at the links down below and let's get started. Now, the first ticker I wanted to share with you is a company called SinglePoint. Ticker is SING. This is a solar-based company where they are based out in Arizona. In fact, this company has shown to do significantly well with its revenue year-over-year increase, as well as having an increase in install base of customers using its solar panels. Not only is this company focused on the solar energy environment, they also have previously acquired a company that produces products called PureBox. And as you can see, PureBox Air secures initial and repeat school purchase orders as indoor air quality demands attention, becoming focal point. And this product actually purifies the air. We know that that helps with any potential for COVID-19 virus floating in the air, as well as it being approved by the Environment Protection Agency. So that's why it really adds value to having improved indoor air quality, given the fact that students will be going back to school, and this is just another avenue that SinglePoint is tapping into as a positive return on cash flow. Now, why do I like this company so much? Well, back in early Q1 of 2021, the share price hovered all the way up to $5.62. This includes the acquisition price where the reverse stock split had occurred. However, now we begin to see it at a very lower cost. However, what goes down will essentially start bull running up, and I definitely think SinglePoint is undervalued and that it can run significantly in Q3, Q4, in the remainder of 2021. So definitely undervalued, and I would not ignore SinglePoint and the potential for this company to bull run with the V shape that we will likely see. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a medical device company called Innerscope Hearing Technologies. As you can see, this company ran all the way up close to about 7 cents in Q1 of 2021, and similar to SinglePoint, it has been on a downward decline, but what goes down will essentially go up. I mean, these companies are doing well in terms of getting more exposure. This is a medical device company producing hearing aids, and millions of people all around the United States have hearing problems, and at least all around the world, we know this is a billion-dollar sector where billions of people have this problem with hearing, and INND can really gain market share because there's not too many competitors in this niche environment, and that's why INND can reach its prior resistance of the 7 cents and if not beyond that. And that's why I definitely think INND is undervalued as well, and you can capitalize on huge positive proceeds gains once companies in the OTC market can start bull running as well. And just recently, about 2 days ago, the company announces that it plans to launch TV commercials on hearing loss awareness while offering its direct-to-consumer products. And that's huge news. Not only can you purchase this product from like Walmart, you can also purchase it via e-commerce on Amazon, and it also has partnered up with BJ's as a distributor. And INND is focused on soon going to be rolling out kiosks all around the United States so that you can test for your hearing problems, as well as partnering up with several companies down in Southern California as a service subscription to hearing applications. So that's all going to add value in the long run, and once we hear news about INND officially becoming OTC compliant, that's really going to catapult this company in the right direction. I mean, this company is already paying the Food and Drug Administration as a established registered entity as a medical device, and now it's paying its dues to the SEC financial compliance, and we shall hear OTC pink compliant, and the stop sign will be removed. And I firmly believe INND will start gaining traction with its share price range, so let's not ignore INND. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is another company in the OTC market, and that is Skye Bioscience, ticker SKYE. This is a biotechnology company that leverages cannabinoids. In fact, it derives its drug product intended for glaucoma patients using the THC molecule. In fact, it's bioengineered with the addition of amino acids so that it can reduce intraocular pressure in glaucoma patients' eyes and bring down the IOP levels to prevent hypertension in the eye. That's the leading cause for glaucoma. And Skye Bioscience in the coming weeks will be announcing neuroprotection data. That's very huge news because there's no drug product in the ocular space that has an intended use claim for neuroprotection, and that will essentially catapult the share price up to the 30-40 cents, possibly beyond that. And also the company plans on initiating human clinical trials in this quarter, so lots of major milestone steps that Skye Bioscience will be announcing very soon, and I firmly believe that this company is going to take off. And its preclinical trials data has demonstrated significant reduction in IOP in animal studies, far better than latanoprost, which is like a couple $100 drug product that's commercially available and in use in combination with Ropressa, which is a very expensive drug product. It significantly reduces intraocular pressure with a longer duration effect as well. Once this company announces that it can also provide neuroprotective effects, that's the game changer, and I'm sure it's really going to revamp how we look at healthcare in the ocular space. So definitely undervalued, and the CEO previously worked at Oncosec as the founder, CEO, and previously worked at Inovio Pharmaceuticals as the VP of Corp Finance and Operations. So the CEO, I firmly believe, is going to execute on the plans for this company and really catapult the share price. I mean, just recently, early June, it ran all the way up to like 25 cents, 26 cents, and now it's gaining floor at the 16-15 cents, and it's a matter of when this share price will catapult back up. If you look at a 5-year range, the company actually reached about $1.19. We don't see it reflected here, but it was about $1.19 back in 2019 before COVID timeframe. So I definitely think it can reach its prior resistance value. So let's not lose sight of the potential of Skye Bioscience. It can be a $1 stock towards the end of the year. Next, we are looking at a company called DarkPulse in the OTC sector. What's so interesting is that this share price was about 1 cent last month, and it ran all the way up to 17 cents several weeks ago. That's huge news because that's 1700% gains. I mean, if you got it around last month, that's huge. The question is, will it continue to run it, or will we see a downward trend? Well, this company has been going up on a healthy state, not necessarily catapulting up, and that's why I like the way that it's going up right now. And this company focuses on sensor configurations available for monitoring areas in and around buried or above ground pipelines, and it has a system that's patented, DarkPulse, which has the capability to determine wall deformation, corrosion, pipe wall thickness, pressure, strain, and temperature from sensor data collected in real time. And this company also has multiple power systems for continuous monitoring, including solar and battery, which allows for off-grid installations, now available with its trademark anywhere, any device user interface capability. So its DarkPulse software is gaining so much traction because it's sent through activation of alarm signals sent to the central hub, which is DarkPulse's central monitoring center. So this is why the company is doing so well, because of its differentiated software technology that runs on real-time monitoring and maintenance corrective action that can be performed prior to any like pipe buckling, and it increases productivity, cost savings, improves safety, right? Reducing the risk of buckling induced ruptures, risk for the environment. DarkPulse sensors are non-electrical, and it's safe for use in flammable environments, and it eliminates the potential for any security liabilities such as theft of product. That's why DarkPulse is gaining traction, and from a share price standpoint, it can easily break 50 cents, because this company is just gaining so much traction at this time, and it's definitely a company not to ignore. The next ticker I wanted to share with you is Zomedica. I was recommending this company, making videos back in like November of 2020 when the share price was at about 7 cents. This was basically the greatest call out when it went from 7 cents all the way up to like $2.91. However, as you can see, it's been on a downward trajectory here. Now currently around the 65 cents threshold. This is definitely undervalued from how I see it, because after the company has gained traction with its share price, it's beginning to gain traction, and I firmly believe that with respect to Q3, Q4, Zomedica can start catapulting back up, gaining market share from its competitor IDEX, because in this niche environment we don't see too many competitors, and with its diagnostic product for use to evaluate issues in dogs and cats, whether dogs and cats are eating too much or too little, it really helps with diagnosing thyroid related problems, and this is definitely a company not to ignore, and it can easily get back up to like $1.50 from my perspective. So let's say if you are an existing investor or a new investor, 65 cents is really a great opportunity to dollar cost average down, or gain some quantity of shares to maximize net returns with this company, Zomedica, since there's not too much competitors in this environment. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Sorrento Therapeutics, a biotechnology company in San Diego working on a number of different drug products. Its 52-week range was close to $20, and it's very possible for Sorrento Therapeutics to reach $18 to $20 in Q3. Q4 can potentially go up even further beyond that, because there's just so much milestones that will be accomplished with this company, given that it's working with a laser sharp focus with products that's in preclinical trials and clinical trials. And just quickly looking at Sorrento Therapeutics website here, we see a number of products in its pipeline focused on COVID-19, cancer treatment, and full pain control, and autoimmune diseases. COVID-19 programs, you have a long list here for various drug products stemming from like neutralizing antibodies. You have ACE2 decoy receptors, you have antiviral treatments, and you have drug treatments for hospitalized patients. In fact, there's one drug product in phase 2 clinical trials for severe or critical COVID-19 in ICU patients. Specific to immunotherapy, there's different drug products in phase 1 for multiple myeloma, solid tumors. There's also a drug product that's in phase 3 clinical trials. So once this reaches the next milestone of approval, then Sorrento Therapeutics is ahead of the game and gaining traction in that regard. Also in the pain environment, there's several drug products in phase 2 clinical trials, as well as having drug products in the autoimmune lymphatic delivery sector. So a large number of multiple drug products that are being evaluated for safety and efficacy, and it's a matter of when these milestones will be achieved. And from a share price standpoint, it can definitely bull run to $20. We previously heard that Mexico announced EUA for one of its drug product, and that's through EUA, and that Sorrento Therapeutics will be commercializing, distributing those products into the international market. So that's huge news. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Jaguar Health, ticker JAGX. This is a unique company that has drug products intended to be used for like HIV patients experiencing diarrhea, as well as drug products for animals with diarrhea problems. Why do I like this company so much? Well, it's definitely on a downward trajectory when we're looking at it from a year-to-date share price range scale. And if you were to buy it now, you're definitely buying it at an undervalued price, because the 52-week range is at $4.47, and if you just park your money there and leave it long term, it can easily gain on 200-300% gains. And if you have the propensity to hold long term, you can easily gain significantly once the share price reaches at about $8 to $10. So that's my key takeaway with Jaguar Health. And let's not ignore the potential in how this company can really transform the niche environment for humans and animals, specifically with HIV. Here we're looking at a biotechnology company called ARCA Biopharma, ticker ABIO. Why do I like this company so much? Well, it's definitely undervalued, and that's why I'm sharing with you value stocks. Its 52-week range was at about $7.49, and now currently at $3.20. I definitely think it's undervalued. I mean, it would have been great if you got in recently, July 19, but now it's at $3.20. In fact, it went up 21 cents today at 7% gain. That's huge. And recent news was that ARCA Biopharma provides update on its COVID-19 related drug. And that's huge, because not only are they focused on providing treatments for hospitalized COVID-19 patients, they also are focused on providing targeted medicine approach to drug development specific to the cardiovascular area. And it has not only the RNAPC2 intended for COVID-19 patients, but it also has a drug product called Gencaro that is being developed as a potential treatment for atrial fibrillation. And we know that atrial fibrillation is like one of the leading cause of cardiovascular death. I mean, it's as big as like diabetes, right? I mean, diabetes and cardiovascular disease are like one of the two leading causes for human deaths. And that's why I definitely think ARCA Biopharma is in the right niche environment, and that the share price can catapult up to its prior resistance. So let's not ignore the value of the share price being so undervalued right now, because it can really help you gain on positive proceeds from my perspective. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a company in the OTC market, and that is Enzolytics, ticker ENZC. This company is gaining so much traction. I mean, in terms of volume, it's at around 31 million shares traded as of today. Its 52-week high range, as you can see, back in February, it reached close to about 95 cents, and definitely undervalued at this time at around the sub 20 cents threshold. And we know that Insolytics just recently announced that it's going through fast-track development and production of anti-HIV and anti-SARS-CoV-2 monoclonal antibodies produced by Insolytics, and that its HIV product will be distributed all around the European markets very soon. And that's why I definitely think that it can catapult back up to its prior resistance and break through the $1 range. So Insolytics is definitely a company not to ignore. It's definitely undervalued, right? If you were to buy now and just let it ride up to the peak point, and knowing what your target exit price is, then you can gain huge on significant positive proceeds from my perspective. Last ticker I wanted to share with you is another company in the OTC market, and that is Carnegie Clean Energy, CWGYF. Why do I like this company so much? Well, we know that while the temperatures begin to increase, with us now being in the summer solstice, companies like Carnegie Clean Energy can definitely gain on huge positive proceeds. back in early February, it ran up to like 0.007 cents, and now it's at 0.001. If it were to run back up to its prior resistance, that's potentially 500% gains here. But if you hold this long term, I definitely think that it will reach its prior peak points. Back in 2019, it went up to a cent, and that was the peak that we just saw, the February peak. So definitely undervalued, and if you just park your money, if you have the propensity to hold long term, this company will add value in the long run. And with its current product, the CTOL technology has been around for many years, and the company continues to evolve that CTOL patented technology year over year. Basically, this company leverages the inputs from the waves generated from the ocean and converts that to energy source. That's interesting, and it's also partnered with Microsoft Azure and HP, leveraging its artificial intelligence and bridging the gap between just wasted energy and converting energy to provide another avenue of potential source for fueling the economy. And in the long run, I mean, this can be a potential breakthrough technology if we look at it from the lens of a long-term approach. So overall, these are all the stocks I wanted to share with you that can really add value, and I hope that this video provided you new insight. And if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit the like, subscribe for more related content, ask any questions, and leave all of your comments down below. I appreciate your time, and thank you. Have a wonderful day all. Goodbye.